Welcome to the Summer of Change. This is going to be our incredible virtual global leadership program. It's an experience for the students, which is consisting of a few elements, which we're going to get to in just a moment. But first, I would like to share who we are. So we both come from Future Foundations, so an organization in the UK, 15 years developing students in the UK and around the world, developing their leadership competencies, building their confidence. And we are together with Wellington Leadership and Coaching Institute. So an organization that started at Wellington College in the UK. And both those two organizations came together about 8 years ago and created Global Social Leaders, because there was a need for more connectedness between countries, between nations and young people, and creating a global movement. And basically, this is our vision, a world led by a global movement of socially conscious leaders. And we don't only talk about this, we want students to live this. And we also try to live by those values. And especially right now, I think the world needs more socially conscious leaders. Hello, we've got someone using the chat. So namaste from India.
Welcome.
Welcome, Sanjay Godavat International School in Kolhapur. Thank you for engaging with us. And we want to hear from more of you where you're joining us from today. Cool, I'll pass on to James to give a little bit of the context, which I'm sure you're all aware of.
Brilliant. Yeah, so as you're probably well aware, Future Foundations is a education and learning organization that aim to inspire young people to really help young people to find themselves, find what they're passionate about, and to really move forward in their lives with positivity, with energy, with enthusiasm, learning a whole host of skills along the way. I think it's important to say from the outset that for everybody globally over the last 15 months, it's been a really challenging time, obviously with coronavirus and all the challenges that have come along with that. And so we feel that now this is a critical time for young people globally to be able to really move their lives forward now with an element of positivity and navigate through this difficult time to ensure well-being, ensure good mental health, and ensure that young people can build on some of the challenges that they may have overcome already and take that forward with a really positive outlook for the future. So our organization and the way that we've established and set up Global Social Leaders this summer is designed to really bring the best out of young people, to ensure that they're with a really strong toolkit of skills available, able to move their lives forward in a positive way and ensure well-being and good mental health. That's critical for us. Yeah.
And we are used to delivering programs in person, and that's been our real expertise. So in the last 15 months, we've also been challenged to make sure that we put all of our concepts that we run in in-person events to make a truly virtual but very interactive experience and a transformational experience. And I think that's something that we managed to achieve over the last 12 months. And I will give you just a few examples of what's been achieved. So last year, we decided to take the plunge and to organize a virtual GSL festival in June. We had so many, over 500 young people tuning in from 63 different countries, teachers. We had 39 speakers. And that actually wouldn't be possible if we just done an in-person event in the UK, which we usually done for the festival. So it was a great opportunity. And actually, when we've seen young people engage online and meet their peers from different countries, that's been just really uplifting and really we got really inspired. So we thought let's get let's start doing some of more programs as well online. For this festival, I think what's really key, we do it always at the end of our Global Goals competition, which is a free competition. I'm not sure if you had a chance or your schools had a chance to be involved in the competition. If yes, please type yes in the chat, so let us know that your school has been involved. And even though the global pandemic was happening, we've still received 249 final submissions of projects of young people around the world, which was incredible. And we also received a special thank you from His Excellency Ban Ki-moon. So he was the 8th Secretary General of the UN. And he was so inspired by the work of the young people in the Global Social Leaders Movement as part of the competition that he decided to write this special thank you to all the participants. The second thing that we've done then in the summer, we received a grant to run an online program. So we managed to get over 1,700 young people from the UK involved in this experience. So it was a 5-day program, and they've done independent challenges and partner challenges, and it was really incredible. And rather than me talking about what the young people have achieved and what they've done in this program, I would like to show you a very short video that really gives you a sense of what your students will also experience over the summer.
Cause I want the change nobody's making, the risk nobody's taking. I want the change nobody's making, the change nobody's making. It's your opinion, so don't fake it, but the chances you're so taking. I want you all to know that equality is a human right. I want you all to know that we're doing everything to join the fight. I want you all to know that this fear we feel is mutual. Diversity is beautiful. If we stand together, we won. Cause I want the change nobody's making, the risk nobody's taking. I want the change nobody's making, the change nobody's making. It's your opinion, so don't fake it, but the chances you're so take before it's too late.
So for many students, the experience of COVID was really a dramatic one. And on this program, we've heard so many success, great stories from students who used this as a positive and made contributions to the local community. And this gave us even more confidence to go global with this. And since then, we've run also programs for over 500 young people from 70 plus countries. And we are really, really passionate and really determined to have this summer as another opportunity for more students to engage globally in this program. So I will now pass on to James, who will explain a little bit more about the aims and then the program overview.
Thank you, Jakob. Yeah, and just to say on that as well, I think the key thing for us for young people this summer is to really get them to engage and to bring them together. A global audience, but letting young people know that they're not alone, and that this program can really bring people from all around the world together to work on a collective basis on some fantastic projects and programs. So with that in mind, the aims of Global Social Leaders Summer of Change, it's been specifically tailored and designed for socially active, creative young people who want to make a real contribution and a difference in the world. So it's been put together by expert coaches, trainers, facilitators, and we've got guest speakers as well. But this program, as I say, has been designed in a very specific, tailored way to ensure that young people are able to create a really positive mindset whilst building determination, confidence and resilience. We want people to go out into the world and to deliver great things, and this program will help build that platform for future success. We want young people to discover what they're truly passionate about. It's so important. You know, I've spent 15 years in the coaching space and helping people with job seeking and so forth. And I think it's really important that when you start out in life, you want to know what you're passionate about, what you enjoy, and then to get involved in projects and programs of real interest. So this program will help young people to discover that. And we want people to explore ways in which they can make connections and collaborate with a global community. And that's the key thing for us on Global Social Leaders Summer of Change, is to bring people from all corners of the earth together, and to get them to collaborate and to work together in very much a safe space, which is actually crucial for us. That's been the fundamental 101 of our program, is to build a safe space for young people to come together and to collaborate. But it's to support young people to make the world a brighter, more positive, and of course more sustainable place for all. And this ties into the UN Sustainable Development Goals, which we'll talk about more in a moment. But fundamentally it's about developing a skills toolkit for action that will help them to build their confidence, to discover their passions, and to support them to thrive in life. So the program overview. So as I say, this course has been specifically tailored and designed. It's a 5-day course where we have 20 45-minute interactive live learning sessions. And that's running from the Monday to Friday. We have 2 dates available. So that's the 12th to the 16th of July, 2021 of this year, obviously. And we have 2 cohorts on that day. We have an 8 a.m. Start, which runs through to 11:45 across those 5 days. And we also have the afternoon session starting at 3 and running through to 6:45. And this is all UK time, British summertime. And then we have the second date available, which is the 26th to the 30th. Again, five days of program there. Again, starting at 8 and 3 p.m. to allow for different geographies around the world to join us based on different time zones. But these are all in UK time. So the 8 a.m. and the 3 p.m. and the two cohorts across those 2 respective dates. We want to maximise this opportunity for young people all around the world, wherever they may be. In terms of independent challenges, these challenges are designed. They are social action projects to encourage young people to go out into the world and make the world a better place. So they're focused on people and planet. And as I say, very much focused around the 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals. But wherever you are based, wherever students are coming to from this program, the 30-day challenge, which starts directly after the Catalyst core states, it's about young people going out and making a contribution, making a difference in their local community, and getting involved in locally based social action projects. So you've got the 30-day challenge after the course. You've got the 5-day Catalyst course. Then after that, we support young people on their 30-day challenge, and that neatly coincides with after the 30-day challenge, the graduation celebration. We absolutely want to celebrate young people's success. We want to show them that we really do care about what they have achieved, both in the learning of the Catalyst course and over the 30-day independent challenge. So we have a celebration graduation to celebrate young people's success. They get a certificate, and I'll mention that a little bit later as well, the different certificates available. But we hand out certificates, and it's an invitation to join the GSL Global Goals competition with their friends from their own school. And the timings for the graduation ceremony, we have the 13th and the 14th of September. We have 2 cohorts on the 13th to mirror the core state. So it's the 8 and the 3 p.m. UK time on the 13th. And then we have 2 cohorts on the 14th of September. Again, 8 and 3 p.m. UK time. So the celebration is a great chance to celebrate that success.
Yeah. Thank you, James, for this overview. I couldn't be more excited to talk about the timetable. And I could probably talk about it for hours, but we don't have that much time. So I will try to just focus on some of the key aspects of this timetable. As you can see, it's a 5-day program. There's 20 sessions across those 5 days. We always want to have the sessions about 45 minutes on Zoom and then a bit of a break, so students don't get too much screen fatigue. We are very aware how much time they spend in front of screens, so we want to really maximize this time. For those of you who are more familiar with our work or heard about our programs, you can see that the kind of 3 core days that we usually have on our GSL Catalyst programs, which is the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Leadership Foundations, the Need for Change, and the Plan to Action Day. So for the summer, because we want it to be a bit more, in a way, we want to have more time, and that's also the feedback we're getting from students. They would like to have more time with their teams. So we've added a day 1, which is all about their leadership journey. So they will have time with their coach to meet their team, to talk about the experience, getting the most out of the experience, and also our coaches will give them the tools for reflection, which is one of the cornerstones of all our programs. Is this reflection, that students learn the skills of reflection. And then on Friday, we want to give them a send-off of even more inspiration with a guest speaker, and there is a session on GSL Hive. I will explain what the GSL Hive is in a moment. But you can see, so the students go through a really big journey of self-discovery. They will be talking a lot about well-being, about mindfulness, about having the skills to deal with the difficulties and complexities of life. And we'll be talking and connecting to global goals, so that students can connect their passion and with the needs that are in the community, in their lives, in their schools, and then plan for action and deliver their projects, potential projects or individual projects, which will happen after those 5 days are over. We jump into the independent challenges. And it's an independent challenge or challenges, depending on how keen the students are. Because we had some students that didn't stop with one challenge, they've done other things. And it's really up for the students to come up with a design of what they would like to do. We try to focus around the people and planet. And for students to, we want to support them to take place-based actions. So we really feel it's important to start from your local community, from what you're familiar with, and improve that area. So that's what we strive to do with the students, and we will support them throughout the 30 days. They receive emails from us with inspiration. They are able to get in touch with us using our online chat, so via email, and also using the GSL Hive, which is a digital community, which I'll explain in a second. And the type of actions we really look for from students is pledge, publish, and power. So pledge is something that a lot of us started with when we started doing social action, is fundraising. So supporting a cause that is really close to our heart. Then publish is more about using your creative side. So creating a podcast, a blog, a website, a poster even of something to maybe raise awareness, to bring other people on board, to talk about the different causes that they feel really passionate about. And something else which is power. So support an existing campaign or create your own campaign and power a big, strong movement. So really get involved, volunteers on board, and this is something that across the last 15 months we've seen students coming up with really incredible ideas. And we also share those ideas. So those existing projects, those independent challenges that has been created by students who already took part in this program in the past, they will be shared with those students who take part in this journey. So there's a lot of inspiration in the air. So we ask students to first explore. So explore their passions, explore, what is going on in their neighborhoods, what is going on in their schools, what are some of the things that they would like to then engage. So first they explore, they do the research, then they engage by doing the actions, by meeting those NGOs, those organizations, or speaking to students, doing the posters, podcasts, whatever they feel like doing. And then at the end of it, we ask them to evidence. So it's an incredibly important skill to evidence what you've been doing. So, for future, if they want to gain funding for what they do, it's important to evidence. So we ask them to submit a final submission with us, with the evidence of what they've done. So we can then celebrate that.
Just one point to add there, Jakob, as well. I think on the pledge, we mentioned an example being fundraising, but just to say that with the pledge, fundraising is very much a byproduct. It's a secondary focus. It's not the main focus. You don't have to fundraise and raise any a certain figure of money. If you do decide to do that, then absolutely great. For worthwhile causes. But a pledge could be to get your group of friends together and to spend 30 days clearing litter off a beach. There was one student, a 13-year-old girl, that did exactly that. She spent 30 days with her friends collecting rubbish off a beach. And the presentation at the end of it, not only did it show her and convey her passion, but it was a fantastic thing. It was actually really inspiring. The video for that is on our website. But, I mean, some of the amazing global pledges that people have made and committing to those has been really inspirational. So, as I say, fundraising is a byproduct. If students decide to do that, if young people decide to do that, then great, but they don't have to. Yeah,
absolutely. And thank you for adding that point. You can obviously pledge time. You can do so many different things. And we will, as mentioned, we will be supporting those students over the 30 days. They will not be alone. And what we will be inviting students to join is our GSL Hive. It's a secure digital community. So we've heard a lot of feedback from students that they, when they engage on the program, we obviously have very limited time to talk about different issues, but they would like to take this somewhere else. So we've created this fully moderated digital community for students. We provide staying safe online guide to all the students and parents. And this is a secure closed site. So you could say it's like a closed Facebook. So students can only engage with the students that took part in the course and decided to sign up. And it's an incredible place for peer support. We provide inspiring content on these images. You can see some of the themes that we've provided additional learning materials for students, and it's a student forum. And how it works, we have a member of our team who looks and moderates all the activity that is happening there, so to ensure that the students are safe. And we've run this already on our program with students from 70 countries. And it's been proven to be an incredible additional support for those students, because they had then an opportunity to ask questions. Oh, is anyone doing this kind of activity as I'm doing? Yes. So what would you do differently, or how would you improve my project? And this is really something that's developed this global community, and we're really proud to have this available on the Summer of Change as well. And for all this 30 days, the 5 days of the program, we then want to have a beautiful point of celebration.
Yeah.
James.
And so, as I say, we have the two celebration graduation dates on the 13th and the 14th of September. And this is a chance. Make sure you save those dates, because it's important that students can join our summer program, do the 5-day Catalyst course, do the 30-day challenge, but we really want them to be available to celebrate their success in the graduation. It's a great chance to show the parents and teachers what they've been up to and the success that they've had and what they've achieved over that period, let alone the confidence that they've built, the communication skills they've improved, etc., etc. This is actually showing them what they've achieved. So crucially, the dates are 13th and 14th September. This is the end of this program and a great chance to celebrate the success of the young people. Timings again mirror the Catalyst course, so the 8 a.m. And the 3 p.m. across those two respective dates, and that's all in British summertime. All students who complete the course will receive a certificate, as you can see there in the top right, for the course completion in itself, through having done the 5-day Catalyst course, the 30-day challenge, and being part of the graduation. They'll receive the certificate of completion, but they'll also receive an additional certificate for each of the challenges that they've completed as well. So, this is a high-profile certificate. This is an achievement that a young person will gain on this course that many others who haven't participated won't have. And these certificates can make that difference when putting on school forms about things that you've completed and so forth as well. So it really is a chance to mark the success of the young people and celebrate that success.
Absolutely, and just to add a point on this, we've had students who took part in our programs who then put this time and the work that they've done on as part of their IB curriculum, for instance, as part of their CAS. We had students putting GSL work on their university applications, and it's really something that helps them to really improve their young resume, and which is the kind of formal side, I guess, but mainly it's that they are equipped with the skills to do better in their future. And then, James, why would students sign up?
Sure. So the program itself has been designed for the young people, to inspire young people and to help them with a toolkit for future success. So it's really about helping young people to take action, social action in their communities. But the course itself has been carefully designed around the future of work skills, the 4 C's of the 21st century, which is critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. And those 4 areas are fundamental to the course format. They also align with the OECD Learning Compass, which is the diagram you can see there. And that's the OECD is obviously the Organization of Economic Collaboration and Development. And so we look at knowledge and values and skills and attitudes, and then all the elements within the compass that you can see just there. And we touch on each of those points holistically to ensure well-being, for future success. We look at transformative competencies. We look at competencies where young people can develop a whole host of new skills, but really thrive and transform their for future success. So transformative competencies, communication skills and confidence building and critical thinking, etc. We look at well-being, which is absolutely fundamental, making sure that young people have a positive mindset, that they are being well, and that we really actively encourage well-being, as I say, for future success. And social action. This is what our program's all about. It's social action, taking action in local communities to make a contribution, to make a difference, and that's all in line with the UN Sustainable Development Goals. The 17 goals. Young people can choose which goals they want to focus in on, and then to really take action in their local communities.
Thank you. We take online safety extremely serious, and actually safeguarding it's a speciality of our operations director, Michelle Horn, who is she's got this incredible mind of asking all those important questions about ensuring safety, what things could go wrong, and then creating policies and procedures to make sure that everything that we do is safe for our participants. We will be sharing all of the policies that we have, and as I mentioned before, the Staying Safe Online Guide, which we provide for all the participants. We also ask all participants to sign up to our code of conduct, and we ask all students to get a parental consent. So this is all done via email. We have a number of forms that parents have to complete and the students have to complete. And this is something that the teachers don't have to worry about. We kind of take all of that on us. We once we have the student registration, we engage with the students and parents directly to make sure all those consents are in order. And it's not just me and James in the team. There is a group of people behind this.
These are some of the friendly faces that you may know, you may not know, but Amy's our head of global social leaders. She's been absolutely critical in helping this program to move forward, helping to design the program and so forth. But these are some of the people that you may know. There's obviously Jakob there in the middle row, but some of the people you might know John, who's our CEO, Future Foundations. You might know, you may or may not know Katie and Emmy from who are the co-directors of Wellington Leadership and Coaching Institute, who we work in collaboration with. And then, as Jakob mentioned, Michelle, our operations director, who's absolutely on the pulse with safety and online security and making sure that everything is watertight for the young people to enjoy this program in a safe environment. And then this is the team here really. So everyone's working tirelessly in the background to make sure that this program is run smoothly and is a great success, and crucially is a foundation for future success for young people. So yeah.
Perfect. So next steps for everyone involved. So hopefully for you teachers to register your schools first, and then we also need the students to register to take part. Some important key dates. So next week, same times as this week, we will have student and parent webinars. So if you have students who are maybe unsure, they can join and see for themselves what this experience is about. It's going to be a very similar format. We're going to be talking about the program and then ask any questions. And then we have some registrations. 27th of June, we close the registration for the first date of the program, which is the 12th of July. And then on Sunday, the 11th of July, we close the registration for the 26th of July program start date. So that ensures that we have enough time to get everything in the background ready for a smooth start. And then the 30-day challenges, they start as soon as the 5-day program stops, ends. That's when the 30-day challenges take place, and graduation events in September. I will just quickly jump on our website for a second, just to. Can you see my website?
Yeah.
Perfect. Right, because for a second I thought that I lost the sharing capabilities, but it's all good. So I hope that you had a chance to have a look at our website. So the kind of next steps for you as teachers is to complete this school registration, which gives you an opportunity to choose if you want to organize a group of at least 10 students, then you can bring that group, and we will. That means that you will have to collect the payments from students, and we will invoice the school directly. Or you can, if you don't have as much time to organize, we know that it's coming to the end of the school year, you can simply promote this opportunity at the school. When you complete this school registration, you will then receive a toolkit from us, which will help you to recruit students, to share this information. So we basically try to make it as effort-free as possible for you. We know how busy your work is. So we create, website announcement templates, there's email announcements, social media, texts, all the things. It's just almost just copy and paste. Maybe add some of your, unique teacher or school information, especially if you want to bring a group as to who to contact at the school. So all this is provided together with the imagery. So we provide a poster for this program, and all you have to do to get this is just do this school registration. It's also an opportunity then for us to be able to be in contact with you, to let you know how your students do in the program, and to invite you to the graduation event. So we ask the school registration to be completed. And then the second thing that needs to happen for all students, they need to do the student registration. Again, a very simple form for them to complete. And then they just let us know if they are coming as part of the group or if they are attending as individuals. So we recommend that you as a school make this decision and then communicate your decision with the students. So then they know which of the options they choose. Then the students, you might want to take a group on the program, but we know it's in the summertime for a lot of the schools. So students will still choose the start date and the cohort. So you might have some of the students from the same school, starting on the 12th, some starting on the 26th. It's more to suit with the student's decision. Again, if it's happening in a school year and you want to make sure that everyone is doing that, at the same time, just communicate that with your students so they know how to what to choose in their individual registration. So that's just a little demonstration. So you're familiar with the website. And if I go back to the presentation, there's one part, kind of the formal part to say. I'll let James explain the pricing.
Sure. So our pricing is designed we want the young people to get maximum value from the 5-day Catalyst course, the 30-day social action challenge, and then the graduation ceremony. So our pricing structure is £220 per student for an individual booking. And if schools would like to get groups together, then for group sizes of more than 10 students, it would be £180 per student for the booking. We do also have our GSL partners schools, so they will be able to access that group booking price as well of the 180. But we would say that for the group booking discount, which is available to schools, to our GSL partner schools, there is a deadline of the 20th of June. So we would actively encourage you to take action sooner rather than later to make sure that you do collaborate with the students at your schools. And if you are thinking of getting group bookings together, then take action and do that. As I say, for group bookings of plus 10 students, the price is 180 per student.
Excellent. And all the students who took part in the Global Goals competition, they are eligible for, even if you're not coming as a school group, the individual booking price goes down to 180 using the coupon code. If you're unsure if you've already received it, get in touch with us and we will happily send it to you. Right, and finally, a part which is leading and flourishing in difficult times. So one of our co-founders, Katie Granville Chapman, together with Emmy Bidston, they've created this incredible professional development opportunity, which is free for teachers. So I will copy this link to the chat in a moment, so you can benefit from this straight away. Or we will be emailing the slides because I'm sure you're here because you've seen some of the slides, some of the emails that we've sent you. Right, so I think this is all from us. If you have any questions, please put them in their chats or in the question and answer. So there is a question already. Good morning, will I obtain a certificate after pursuing this webinar? So this webinar is simply an information session to tell you more about the program. So we will not be issuing certificates for attending this. However, students who take part in the program will receive a certificate for attending, and if they complete an independent challenge, they will also receive an additional certificate. We provide certificates for teachers who support their students through the Global Goals competition. So if you're interested in receiving more of a kind of professional certificate from us as a teacher, we invite you to join the Global Goals competition in September. Have we got any more questions? Don't be shy.
Now's your chance to ask us. We're very happy to answer any questions that come through. So, Jakob, would it be worth mentioning the festival at home and the 2-day event there as well?
Sorry?
Mentioning the festival at home.
Yes, absolutely. I'm sure if you've taken part in the, let me just copy this link to the chat here. So,
yeah, I mean, I was just going to say that for there's even more to offer, and ahead of our Global Social Leaders Summer of Change, we also have our 2-day free on virtual event, the GSL Festival at Home, which is on the 17th and 18th of June, and that's a great kind of taster of some of the resource that will be available to the young people on this Summer of Change program happening in July. So June the 17th and June the 18th is a free festival at home. Here it is. And it's all about small actions and big impact. This is a 2-day free event that you're very welcome to join. And as I say, it's a bit of a taster session to what's to come in the Summer of Change program.
Absolutely, and I think most of you have taken part in the Global Goals competition, so you probably heard about this. But this is still, we're still waiting for registrations. I think we've got over 400 registrations already. 3 weeks. Exactly 3 weeks to go. It starts on the first day. I've also copied the link to the festival. You can register here as a teacher, and students can register as well. So this is happening very soon, and it will be, I think, yeah, as James said, a great little taster before the Summer of Change. Perfect. Is there any more questions? Okay, so it looks like there isn't more questions, and we just done 45 minutes of our session, which is perfectly on time, which is great news. Please keep in touch. You can contact us at Social Leaders at Future Foundations. You can use our chat on the website, and make sure you follow us on Instagram, Global Social Leaders. We are on LinkedIn and also on Facebook and other platforms, but I think Instagram is the one that seems to be, especially for the young people, the most important one right now. So thank you very much from myself and from James.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to your students engaging on the program.